Hello, Boys and Girls Club of Boston members and family, and welcome to SMART Talks, a show where I get to sit down with various artists and talk to them about their professional careers. My name's Georgia, for those of you who don't know, and I'm the Performing Arts Program Director at the Boys and Girls Club in Chelsea. And today we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Niani, and if it weren't for the quarantine, she would currently be touring with Broadway's Mean Girls tour. Hi, Niani, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you. This is amazing. So we were speaking before, but just for our members, Broadway is dark right now, correct? So the tour has been suspended.
Yeah, the tour has been suspended. It's kind of a separate thing from Broadway. Like they could bring us back at a different time, but for right now they are lined up. So they're both closed until April 12th, I think. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's nuts. Woo. So most of my students are between 6 and 10, and then I have a little group of preteens. But did you know what you wanted to do by the time that you were their age, or did you come to it kind of older?
Yeah, I did know. I think I knew by the time that I was 5 that I wanted to do musical theater for the rest of my life and hopefully make a living out of it. I did my first community theater show when I was 5. I was in Wizard of Oz, and I told my mom, I said, "This is what I want to do."
At 5, oh my gosh, you were a baby.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's so great that you basically had your whole life then to like feed this passion for performing. Wow. Yeah, I feel like it goes one of two ways. You either knew really young or you kind of came into it late. Other than what's going on right now, which I'm sure makes your job a lot harder, what's the hardest thing about touring?
I think one of the really hard things about touring is that you don't ever settle into one place. So we have our 2 suitcases and we move either at the end of the week or every 2 weeks. It kind of changes, but you never get to call this place home for the moment. You're always living out of a suitcase. So that can be hard, but you have to kind of figure out that the people that you're with are your home and not the actual physical location. And then besides that, just we dance a lot in the show. So figuring out how to take care of your body while you're also traveling all the time is a little difficult. Yeah.
So what are some of the ways that you practice self-care and taking care of your body while you're on tour and you're sitting on buses and planes and things like that, and then jumping into a performance?
Yeah, I think we definitely don't sit down unless we have to.
Mm.
Like if we're at the airport early, we'll walk around, explore the airport. Sometimes we take buses, and if we aren't tired, we'll just walk up and down the bus and talk to our friends and stand in the aisles. We also have a physical therapist who travels with us. So just making sure that we go to the physical therapist often, even when we're not feeling bad, just to keep up our stamina and to do prevention.
Wow, that's awesome that you have someone traveling with you. That's incredible.
Yeah,
And what a
it's
job
kind
that
of
must
rare.
be for them too,
Yeah,
to see the show so many times and kind of see the country and also be able to be doing what they love. That's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about your audition experience for Mean Girls?
oh yeah. So I actually auditioned for the Broadway Lab, which is like the first time they ever touch the material before it even goes to Broadway. They're
Oh,
just working
wow.
it in a studio. So I did a lot of auditions for that. I had about 3 callbacks for that, but that was almost 3 years ago. And I didn't end up getting that job, but they kind of already knew who I was because I was in so many times. So then when they decided to have auditions for the tour, they called my agent to have me come in and audition again. And then that audition process was pretty quick. I danced a combo one time and sang a song. And then I left. I got called back for a final callback where Tina Fey and Casey Nicholaw and everyone was in the
No.
room. Yeah. And then after that callback, I found out I got the job.
Wow. So that was like and how long, I know you said it was 3 years ago, but how long was that, like start to finish, your first audition from you getting the job? How long was that time frame?
So my first audition for the tour, until I got the job, I think was only 2.5 weeks. It was pretty quick because it was actually, they had already cast most of the show. They were only looking for the person to play my role in the show. So they weren't auditioning a lot of people at that time. It was just enough people to find me.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible. But I think it's fair to say that had you not been persistent, you wouldn't be in the position you would be today.
Oh, absolutely.
If
I
you
just
would
had
have only
faith
gone
in
to that, right. You just kept coming back, and they probably loved, that you were a fighter in that way. That's incredible. Can you tell us a little bit about the role that you play in Mean Girls?
Yeah, so I'm in the ensemble. My character's name is Grace Akinola. She also plays like the French teacher for a hot second. And yeah, I think that's the only other role. And then I understudy Principal Duval, who is usually played by a man. So that's a fun challenge and something new. But I play as a woman.
Wow, that's amazing. And have you ever, so for those of the members who are watching who don't know what an understudy is, someone who will learn the role, and then if the person who's playing that role gets sick or gets an injury and they can't play it, the understudy will kind of step in for them. Have you ever stepped into the role of the principal?
Yes, I got to do it one time before this craziness happened. And it was really exciting and scary.
Oh my gosh, that's such a comedic role as well. How does that differ from playing Grace?
Yeah, it's almost the complete opposite. So Principal Duval doesn't dance at all. He really doesn't sing at all. All of his all of his time on stage is kind of one-on-one lines to Katie or to some of the kids, or straight to the audience. As Grace, I only have a couple of lines by myself, and I'm usually dancing. I'm on stage almost the whole time dancing. And Duval is only on stage for maybe a total of 15, 20 minutes out of the 2.5 hour show.
Really?
Yeah. So it was so strange. I was backstage and I actually got to watch a lot more of the show than I usually get to watch. And I had a lot more downtime.
Hmm. Wow, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Mean Girls, and I haven't seen it on Broadway yet. But is it pretty similar to the film? Because I'm remembering the principal being quite a big part of the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to the film. They didn't end up giving him a song or anything. It's funny because you still feel like he is a big part of the show, but when you just add up the amount of time he's on stage, it doesn't add up to a lot. But a lot
Hmm.
of his moments are super memorable, so you kind of leave still remembering him.
Right, right. Wow, that's incredible. Um,
Yeah.
if it weren't for being a part of Mean Girls, is there a show or a specific role that you would just love to play?
Oh yeah. I mean, lots of shows, but I'd say my dream role is Sandy Cheeks in SpongeBob the musical.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
she is my spirit character.
That is amazing. Well, maybe one day we'll see you Sandy Cheeks in SpongeBob. That would be incredible. And just to kind of wrap this up, is there any advice for our young performers moving forward? Is there advice that you wish you would have received when you were their age about performing, about Broadway, about making a career out of performing arts?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my go-to advice whenever I talk to students or anyone who's trying to make it in this industry is to work hard and be nice. Um,
Mm.
Being nice is kind of the thing that people don't tell you. It's just expected, but if you aren't nice, it will really follow you throughout your career. Um, yeah, there's a lot of talented people. You have to be talented, you have to work hard, but you end up spending so much time with the people that you're in shows with or the people who cast you in shows. It's really important that you want to hang out with these people that you're going to spend time with and that they want to hang out with you. So being nice is really an important thing so that people want to be around you.
I love that. That's a perfect way to leave today, is to just be kind, because also the world is this big,
It's so small.
especially the musical theater world, and it's all about who you know. So that's incredible advice. Well, thank you so much for your time and for talking to me today. I can't wait for our members to watch this video. And I hope you have a safe rest of your week, and don't forget to wash your hands.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.